What's the word, YouTube? What's the word? What's the word, man? I just sat for 4 hours and did take a trade. No trade day, but no trade days are wins too, because I didn't lose any money. Now, with that being said, my tip from yesterday using the DXY came in handy today. So I've always heard about the DXY. I knew about it when I came back to Forex in April. The group that I was in, they used it pretty heavily, and now I see why. So again, the DXY gauges the price of the US dollar. When the DXY goes up, the pairs that I trade, EU and GU, they go down, and vice versa. Whenever I was back testing my strategy with the DXY, I was wondering why I was losing, because I was just taking the breaker structure and liquidity sweeps blindly, not knowing that on the other side, the DXY was doing the complete opposite, or going against us. We need to trade, and I've seen through my testing that when we kind of align our trading with the DXY, that it tends to hit better. Now, for those of you that are like experienced, already know this, just click off. This is like simple shit, obviously. This is for like intermediate and beginner traders that don't really understand the DXY. So let's take today's trade, for example. I would have avoided a loss. I was watching GU. GU did this thing, broke structure. Swept liquidity right here. Got the breaker structure level or change of character right here. It did that. But when you look over here on my right screen, what is the DXY doing? The DXY never closed below structure, which would have been right here. Yeah, it never closed. It wicked down, but it never closed, and it went back up. So what happened? If I just got in blindly on this trade on GU, I would have lost like 20 minutes. Immediate drawdown loss. So yeah, let's look at yesterday's trade. Yesterday's trade was a win because the DXY was in line with our trading. So EU swept the highs, broke structure, continued downward. Well, remember the DXY does the opposite of EU and GU. So the DXY broke the lows, played around for a second, broke structure, and then shot up. EU swept liquidity, broke structure, dropped down. So we were in line with the DXY. That's why yesterday won. Now you could probably still lose with the DXY, being in the line, but I feel like that's more of an A+ setup. I would rather lose with the DXY in an A+ setup than like a B setup, like today. Today, again, we got our whole setup, our normal setup, but the DXY was not in confluence. Oh shit, hold up, my bad. Yeah, not in confluence. So I even said today that sales would have been the better play, because when you look at, again, I don't have a higher time frame narrative or anything. I don't do like daily bias or whatever, but I will plot out like levels that the DXY can reach. So like right now, like it's in no man's land. Like there is nothing near it to target. But when you go on like the weekly time frame, like okay, look, we got hella bullish momentum, and let's see, the next high would be 107.201. So right now it's just rocketing right now. Yeah, look at that, man. We're in hella bullish momentum. But what kept me like, okay, maybe we can get the trade. Well, look down below. Look at all these gaps out here that need to get filled. Now again, we don't know when these gaps are going to get filled. but they got to get filled. And let's look at today in London session. Got a little fair value gap right here, filled. Got these gaps right here, filled. So I was hoping that, hey, the DXY would fill these gaps. That way we can get, I was looking at EU, we can get a trade on EU to the upside, but we're pretty late in the session and we never got our breaker structure, so I left it alone. But the DXY helped me see that. Again, instead of me just blindly getting in right here on this GU trade, which would have been an instant loss, it kept me out of it because there was no structure being broken to the downside on the DXY. So again, yeah, that's my little tidbit with the DXY. I would definitely be using it a lot more often in my trading, for added confirmation, because it definitely helped out today. Because that would have been a fat loss today, but it kept me out of it. And like yesterday, it kept me in the trade. So yeah, that's all I got today. Just a quick little, tidbit, And yeah, man, we'll see you guys. Shit, man. Let's see. I don't know. I kind of hate not trading every single day, but it is what it is. We'll see you guys on Monday. Monday and Tuesday are the only tradable days next week. So, yep. That's all I got for you guys. As always, stay lit, and I will see y'all later.